Hey YouTube, this is Alexander, and today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on Google I/O 2015. So Google just had their I/O live stream yesterday on Thursday, and a lot of people seemed pretty disappointed about it. So I thought I'd go ahead and chime in with my thoughts. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. So if you guys watched the I/O live stream, or maybe even attended, you would have known that it was actually kind of a smaller, less eventful I/O. And what I mean by that is that they didn't really have a lot to announce per se. And I mean, I feel like that's kind of why a lot of people were a little more upset, or they felt it was boring, or just weren't very excited about I/O. But I really didn't mind, actually. Now, was I expecting to be a little bit more wowed? Sure, yeah, I was. I mean, usually every year there's something really big from Google, and this year it didn't really feel like there was a central part of Google or a lot of announcements. Now, of course, they did have Android M, which is something that I was super excited for, and they didn't showcase it very much. They didn't actually do a huge demo of Android M, kind of like they did last year with L, but I actually feel like that made sense, and I'll explain why. So last year with Android L, Google basically had an entire overhaul with the way that it worked, looked, and just operated. There were transitions and animations, a whole new design language, so I feel like it kind of made sense to have a large portion of I/O dedicated to Android L and the new UI. For this year, though, Android M seems to be more of an incremental update, kind of fixing things that L broke, or things that L kind of made worse, or Lollipop. So I think in that way it made sense that they didn't really devote a lot of time to it, since it wasn't another major overhaul. So sure, I would have liked to see more of Android M on stage like we did last year with L or Lollipop, but like I said, it wasn't really a huge design overhaul, so I feel like it wasn't really warranted. But they did do a demo of some of the new features in Android M, and they released a developer preview like they did last year, which is nice. And some people have actually started making videos of the new features of Android M. I actually have, so if you guys want to check that out, you can. There's a link somewhere up here, as well as at the end of the video, so you guys can go ahead and check that out if you'd like to. I kind of compared it with Android 5.1 Lollipop on the Nexus 6. But yeah, I think that Android M is a nice small incremental update with a lot of under the hood changes. But moving on, another thing that I kind of liked at I/O was the Photos announcement, or the Photos update. Now, did they really need an entire Photos announcement at I/O? Probably not. They could have probably done a Google Plus post, something maybe on Twitter, or on their Google blog, or maybe all three of them. But I really like the new update nonetheless. I think it's a lot more organized, it works a lot better, and it's just a lot more fun to use. I've actually been using it a lot more since I've updated it yesterday, so that says something. I really like the new Photos update, and I kind of actually want to be in the Photos app, which is, I guess, what they're going for, and they did a good job with this, so I got to give them their props there. And also, I think that the cardboard for education looked kind of cool. They did this demo on stage where a teacher could basically have a field trip with their students in virtual reality using the Google Cardboard and a device, and take their students to different places around the world, undersea, in space. It just looked pretty cool, and I liked it. They also announced some new Android Wear stuff and Internet of Things, but those two things really weren't too exciting to me. But anyway, that's pretty much going to end the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe down there for more, and let me know what you guys thought about Google I/O. Some of the things you liked, some of the things you didn't like, what you liked about it, what you didn't like. I love to go ahead and read those comments. But anyway, don't forget to follow me on Google+, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Periscope, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.